Hi guys. On Saturday we did this live show. It was a great experience. Shout out to you guys that came to the live show. You guys know I love you guys. Shout out to you. I love to read all my comment section and we'll get to that. I'm here to download the live show and post it on YouTube for you guys. I don't think I should. But if you guys want me to download the video and post it on YouTube for you guys, I got you. Let me know. And I got you. One of our subscribers asked this question: which is more important? Financial support or emotional support in relationship to how parents raise their children? Use myself for example. My education was very, very slow. Not necessarily because of anything, but because I missed a lot of school growing up. I fall sick a lot. I spend most of my um, younger days at the hospital. Long story, we'll talk about that later. My I gained admission into secondary school at the age of 13 in 1998. You guys know my birthday is January 10. In September of 1998 was my day one in secondary school. And that was 13. And I finished secondary school in 2004 at the age of 19. I was literally one of the oldest people in class. Our father tried his best. He funded everything. All my life. He funded all my life. But I always acknowledged the emotional support of my mother. Because even though I was physically I've not been I'm not I'm not a strong person physically. My brain is very, very strong, most definitely. But physically I am not a strong person because my health is not the best. And our father will try to push me through certain hardship so that I can see how hard life can be. I know how hard life can be, but our mom always come through to protect me though. You get me? Our father is not usually around like that. You get me? He's a businessman. He has a lot of money. But our mother was there to guide me. I still turned out great. You get me? Through the support of our mother. So, to answer your question about financial support and emotional support, based on my experience, I know the value of emotional support from my mother more than the financial support. And that is because the financial support of our father is constant. It is always there because he has money in abundance. And our father will use this example for us that if he spends one dime on anybody, he said he's not taking it from tens or hundreds of his money. No, he said he's taking it from thousands of his money. He said he does not deprive himself for nobody. You get me? So emotional support is more important. Even till date, it is more important for me than financial support. A lot of men go into marriage mainly to get emotional support from their wives. But what do they get in return? There is a burden of performance for them to still be a leader. When they fall short from being a father, from being a provider, a protector, they don't get emotional support from from their wives. That is the reason why a man can still be a grown man. I'm 40. Hmm? 40 years old. I still go to my mother for emotional support. I don't go to my girl for emotional support. I am the rock in the relationship. Irrespective of the dynamics of anything I'm going through, I know she can't give me emotional support. She cannot. Because the emotional support that women have for their husbands or for their boyfriends, it is bound by a condition. Does that make sense? And I can't go to my father for emotional support because he expects you to figure it out because you are a man. Does that make sense? But this is the tricky part. A lot of men do not get substantial return on investment from their investment in their children because as they start getting older, I'm talking about men now, men need emotional support from their children. They usually do not acknowledge this though, but they need emotional support. Now, that money that they have is not usually as important as it used to be because their health deteriorates. Now they need their children to be there for them, to guide them and be gentle with them. My health was not the best growing up now. I was a complete different child in comparison to my contemporaries. I was very, very weak. I was very, very soft. I usually don't go out of the house that much because I function from a little bit of school and hospital, doctor sees me every now and then. I was not the best. Like, that's the truth. But the gentleness and the guidance of my mothers, and that's how she introduced me to her friends, to my aunties, so they can train my mind to be stronger. So to answer the question though, emotional support is more important to most children. To the bigger percentage of children, emotional support is more important to them than financial support. Especially if you come from money, you will select emotional support more because the money is constant. It has always been there. If you come from poverty, you probably think financial support is more important than emotional support until it becomes constant. Then you will see the importance of emotional support. I'm just saying. But most, you know, I understand it is the responsibility of the father to show the son how hard life can be. But life is hard already. Life will be hard. I'm here right now. My mother used to say to me that she never knew I was going to survive this long because the doctor of the family will always tell, my parents that, nah, like this boy it's impossible for this boy to become an adult because my health is not just the best. But eventually, it became, you know. So my advice to any fathers, if you're listening to me right now, is learn learn how to apply wisdom when you are scolding or when you are breeding and trying to initiate your sons into the masculine world. Learn to apply wisdom. You understand? There's a reason why you are the father, why you are not just a mentor. You are the father of that boy. Learn to apply common sense. Because a time will come where your health will deteriorate. I know this because I have a lot of male mentors. Now they are older. They will talk to me and tell me that their children hardly talks to them. You get me? These are rich folks. You get me? Because, children are human beings too. And they will remember how you used to treat them. But big shout out to our mothers though. It's not all moms that are good moms, but some of us are very, very lucky and opportune to have very, very good mothers that saw our shortcomings and saw our weaknesses and try all their best to convert those weaknesses into strength.